Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. Ash and Piggy here on Watching Walford. Bring you Watching Walford podcast. It's episode 89. I skipped out some words in that fucking sentence. How's it going? How are we doing? It's Watching Walford episode 89. Today's episode's going to have the biggest storylines and takeaways from week 33 of 2024, or the episodes from the 9th of September all the way to the 12th of September. The main stories are Avani has a new friend. Is it a boy? I was going to make a noise, but I didn't have any.
What?
Amy adapts to life in a wheelchair. Freddie, Anna, and Bobby's triangle continues as she's pregnant. Linda piece her life back together. Elaine supports Linda, and Kojo struggles to settle. And finally, Sharon and Chrissie Watts face off in prison. So there we are. Those are all the main topics. We're going to talk about that from about the half an hour mark onwards. As always. So you wanna see us shooting the shit, talking about everything, how it's been going. This week's been a bit different. We've changed the week up a little bit, so we'll talk about that. I've been working hard on my own stuff. But yeah, so half an hour onwards, we'll be talking about the EastEnders. But for now, how are you doing, mate? How's your week been?
My week's been good. This might be a little bit longer because we have a few more things to go on and so, but it might be 30, might be 40 minutes. We'll just see how the ball rolls, let's be honest. I think out of the way first, before we get to how we're doing, I guess we'll talk about, and I know you've some things to say about this film. We obviously are watching the Spider-Man marathon. We are doing all the Spider-Man films in the cinema.
I suppose before we do this, should we actually talk about all the channel stuff? Should we talk about the channel stuff?
I was going to do the film review and then the channel stuff.
But no one cares about the film review.
Okay.
We'll still do the film review, but I just...
Okay.
Obviously, this week has been slightly different. This week, there's been more of a focus on Hollyoaks for me. And we I was theorizing how to actually make myself write videos, because it's something I've been saying I was going to do for like the last... It's like when your mate says, I'm writing a book, and it's like, oh, all right, yeah, sound. How many pages you written? 2. Yeah. Well, I think it's more of a metaphorical book. I'm building it in my brain. No, but like I decided that because usually we would do Monday, we'd do all the Reddit videos and the bulk stuff, so we'd get the week sorted. Tuesday we would do Who Done It, and then we'd watch a bunch of wrestling. Wednesday we'd just watch wrestling, and Thursday we'd do the podcast, and Friday we'd chill the fuck out. Obviously, this week I decided it's finally time to give myself the 2 days in the middle of the week to give me that Tuesday and Wednesday in order to actually start writing some videos. I'm currently writing a Hollyoaks video where I'm going to cover every single character who's been axed, or like every character who's left, and how their story wraps up. That script, before I started shortening it, had reached over 10,000 words. Fuck me, it's a big boy, it's a big old fucking boy, and the fact that I'm yet to record and fucking edit it is another thing entirely. And I also relaunched the Hollyoaks Weekly Roundup, which will actually be weekly now that Hollyoaks has gone down to 3 days a week. And yeah, so it's been good though. It's been nice to write a bit more. It's been nice to have that time where it's... Because, trying to do something after a full day of anything is a fucking ball ache. But actually being able to completely fresh head, like roll out of bed, all right, time to start writing, is quite a nice feeling to not do it fatigued as fuck. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. It's been pretty good. How are you doing?
Just yeah. People who want to know, I've been kicked off the channel. I only up there 2 days a week, so yeah. I'm just gonna spread some rumors. Like that's what I'm gonna spread some rumors. Hopefully, Drama Alert picks up our rumors and fucking Keemstar goes on and rant. But hashtag bring Piggy back. It won't happen. It won't happen. I have too much of an ego boost. Yeah, that's what's happening with the channel. But I guess my schedule is just slimmer now. I appear 2 times a week. I guess if you want more of my content, I don't know where to find me. Find me on the wrestling channel, I guess.
Yeah.
I still will appear. Don't worry. The bulk videos will still be EastEnders. It's just
Yeah.
Ash has the. I need to say this without burying the fucking Hollyoaks stuff. I was gonna say like Ash has it in his mind that Hollyoaks is gonna be fucking, top of the world for the next 6 months.
I mean, not necessarily. I just it's I don't know. I've got bigger plans. I want to do more. I wanna write videos. I wanna produce videos. I wanna edit videos, and I wanna do some interesting topics. I wanna feel like I'm growing in my production rather than just doing the same shit every week and getting tired of it. But it adds a nice bit of variety. And it's something I probably should have done a long time ago, but you live and learn.
Yeah. I don't mean to shit on it. I don't care. Like, when he approached me for the idea, I'm like, mate, why are you asking me? I don't give a shit. Just fucking do it. Like, what was I supposed to respond with? No, I have to appear. We're recording 4 days. 4 days. Fuck off. We're doing it. If you want to do it, you can do it. It's just like if I turned around and I do Coronation Street reviews or Fair City reviews. Well, probably not Fair City. He'd probably turn around immediately and go, no. But I could chance my arm, and he probably would be a bit more lenient. But yeah. So in my news, I guess I've got 2 things to talk about because I forgot to fucking bring them up last week. Well, one of them I got to bring up last week and the week before. I finally got tickets to Oasis. Yeah.
Nice.
Oasis reunion. I'm in the very like, you think you were shitting yourself at Wembley, Ash? I'm at the very fucking top of the Hulk Hogan stand. Like, I'm like smudged into a corner. I'm gonna be sitting there like, baby, I just want to live. Don't wanna die. Just fucking yeah. And then Liam comes out of nowhere, fucking whacks Noah with a chair, like, and says, "Fuck you, it's my songs." And yeah, I'm looking forward to all of it.
Are you seeing them? Where are you seeing it? You seeing it in Wembley? Are they still playing
No,
Wembley?
I'm seeing it in Dublin, Croke Park.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Because I was
fucking.
like,
You can actually.
because they are technically Irish. They're technically Irish and British. It's very confusing because they go, yeah, we're Irish. We're applying for an Irish passport. Just ignore when we wore the Union Jack. Just ignore that. But yeah, I'm seeing them in Croke Park. A lot of like Americans were like, why aren't they coming to the United States? And I'm like, they're a British band.
They're a very culturally impactful British band.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, Americans will have heard of Wonderwall and Don't Look Back in Anger.
But have they heard the B-sides, Underneath the Sky? Come on now, lad. Sad.
How much were the tickets?
Oh, I think I was €99 I got for the tippy top.
That's not bad.
I think I got it like insured as well. So it's like €89, and then I got it insured. There's 90, and I think I got it like.
The fuck does that mean in terms of seat tickets?
I mean, like if I lose the ticket, I can be like, "Hello."
Oh, I thought it sounded like if you fall over, like you fucking eat shit over the railing.
Please.
Bloody hell, that's the insurance paid, lads. No. We meant we'd cover the tickets. Bloody hell. Well, can someone get me a wheelchair?
It's also not the Hulk Hogan stand. I just piss off my dad because all the stands in.
I don't even know what the fuck that is. I don't think anybody knows what that is, mate.
All the stands in the Croke Park Arena, so like all like the seating areas, are all named after like soldiers who fought in the 1916 Rising. I want to say so. And like the 1921, like so it's a very Irish roots. I just pissed off my dad going, it's the Hulk Hogan stand. He goes, if you say that up in Dublin, son, you're gonna get fucking killed. Fair enough, because we are very patriotic. Yeah, and also I've been listening to the Blink-182's new, well, not new, but deluxe version of their album. One More Time Part 2. Really wish it was called One More Time with Feeling, because that's a lyric from Blink. It would have been a perfect opportunity. Let's try this one more time with Feeling.
Yeah.
Out of the 3 songs that always stand out to me, like I thought Can't Look Back was had a bit of autotune, but I'm wrong. It's just the way the mixing is. Can't Go Back is probably my favorite off the album, and then One Night Stand and Take Me In. I love them 3 songs. I'm just listening to One Night Stand whenever I can. It's just like, I just love it. I just like it. It's
You say when you can. You make it sound like you've got a really hectic day. But I always try to get at least 5 minutes in between sleep and eating. One thing that was kind of interesting as well, in terms of the music front, is obviously Linkin Park unveiled Linkin Park 2.0 with a new
3.0.
singer from Dead Sarah.
Mhm.
And listen to the set. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Obviously, you have a bunch of fucking that's not what Chester would have wanted. It's like, guys, it's been like 7 years. It's they're allowed to try and do something else.
I mean, see, I hate that mentality because it's different if all the band members died and then Hollywood or whoever the music industry went.
It also if they all said, "Yeah, this band is nothing without Chester. We're done. It's not. It's like if they went back on their word, sure, but they gave it enough room to fucking breathe. But it sounded good. There was some controversial shit coming out about the singer, but
yeah,
I enjoyed her version of the songs. So
Scientology and shit. It's just that's something you don't get into. Scientology is the fucking very confusing religion to me, at least. I've no idea what they stand.
I describe it more as a cult, but yeah.
I don't understand what they stand
I describe
for.
it more as a cult, personally.
I don't know what they stand for.
Cult where mental health is fucking just. You know when you told me how one of your family members went to an AA meeting, and then came back being like, they're trying to brainwash me. That's like Scientology, really. Therapy's a scam. It's trying to fucking break you. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, lads.
Yeah, Tom.
But yeah, absolutely fucked. Rich people, stupid religion, fuck off.
But on Linkin Park reuniting, I used to be that one guy when Blink obviously when Tom didn't come back to reprise for the next album in 2014, 2015, and he went on to do solo stuff and find aliens and Bigfoot and shit. Which is true, he went to find aliens and shit. And aliens are not real because he found documentations and stuff. I'm not making that up, he's generally found documentations and stuff. And no aliens are real. But yeah, when he left, I was one of the people who were like, no, it's not Blink without Tom. Then I listened to the first album where it's Mark and Matt Skiba, and I'm like, oh fuck, they're generally good. They're generally good. There is some good songs on that album. Yeah, I forget. I think it's called 9. That album. I haven't listened to that one, but it sounds alright. Some songs off it sound alright.
Haven't listened to it. Sounds alright. 10 out of 10. Oh yeah, and fucking, I suppose before we get into the Spider-Man, because that will obviously be the next bit, but also fucking Strictly's returning, and we will not be doing Strictly Speaking Series 2, because I'll still watch it, but I'm not fucking covering it. It was good fun. It was good fun to watch it. We pretty much chronicled our watching of Strictly. But it was pretty much, all right, time for me to waffle for about an hour 20. And I'm not doing that again. I'm fucking, I can't go through that again. I'll probably still watch it, but yeah, that will not be returning.
At least I don't have to watch it this year. That's my thing. We tried it once. We can try it again in 2 years' time.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my brother to watch it with me. He watched fucking Eurovision. He can watch fucking Strictly. Fucking, I mean, it's not the same thing as music, but yeah. I'm trying. I'm grafting.
We should go on I don't think we could go on the Eurovision, but I think we should. We should go on the Eurovision.
But in terms of... Also, Terrifier 3 comes out October 11th, which is 6 days after my birthday, which will be great fun. And I'm watching the Terrifier 1 and 2 double bill on the 27th, which will be good fun.
Yeah, the 27th of September, I assume, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you'll be seeing Spider-Man No Way Home on the 25th, and then you'll be coming back to 27th.
Yeah.
Double Burger King. Oh.
Double KFC.
Double KFC.
But yeah, all right. Anything else before we talk about the Spider-Man for a while?
I don't really think so. I think that's mostly everything.
I mean, I could go on about nonsense for a while, but no. Let's talk about the Spider-Man. Let's give it room, and we'll go back to normal shit otherwise. So we both saw Spider-Man: Homecoming, which is the first of the Spider-Man directly under Marvel and incorporated into the Marvel world. It's Tom Holland's first portrayal of Spider-Man, and yeah, what did you think of the movie? Seeing it, I assume was this was this your was this the Spider-Man you were actually able to watch in cinemas? Did you actually like see it when they came out
No,
and
because
shit?
I
Or?
wasn't really a Marvel buff when I was a teenager. I was never really like. It sounds stupid, but I've watched most of the post Endgame stuff. I've watched most of the leading up to Endgame stuff, which might confuse people because like, but up to Endgame's the best bit. I'm like, yeah, but what's funny seeing like fucking Tom Cruise, Iron Man, and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness didn't happen. But like, I just love like multiverse and shit. It's fun for the first two films.
I fucking don't.
I love it for the first two films, and then I get sick of it. Like I don't mind it if it's not a big subplot. Like I don't mind it. Like if it's small, like No Way Home, where it's only there for about 20 minutes, then it's fine.
Yes.
But yeah, Spider-Man: Homecoming is the first MCU Spider-Man film. I can go into a little bit of backstory. So, to my knowledge, from what I remember, when they were doing, when they were obviously finalizing the contract, it was going to be Andrew Garfield. But on the day that the meeting was going to happen, or that he was supposed to show up, he apparently, in quotations, got sick, and Sony went, "Get fucked, mate. Get fucking fucked." But that's the
Who
rumor.
got
Like
sick?
Andrew Garfield apparently got sick, or he couldn't show
Oh,
up,
okay.
and Sony just turned around and went, "Get fucked, mate. We're rehiring someone." Um, so that does leave a lot of questions, like why? Why did they do it? They could have just waited. But I
Yeah.
guess if you want a younger Peter Parker, Tom Holland's the way to go. Plus the Amazing Spider-Man movies would be very hard to fit into the MCU, considering you also have to bring in fucking like the Goblin and shit. You have to cram everything together.
Yeah.
But yeah, this takes place after Civil War, I want to say, where Spider-Man obviously shows up. He takes Captain America's shield. He fights with Iron Man. He doesn't reveal his identity. And the Homecoming takes place off that. And we basically see that he wants to be an Avenger, but he can't be an Avenger because Tony Stark does not want him to be an Avenger yet. He hasn't proved
I mean,
himself.
he has to prove himself exactly.
Yeah.
He thinks he can hang, but ultimately he's still like a small fry.
Yeah, he thinks he can hang, but he's only supposed to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's supposed to be ground level hero. If that is Spider-Man, he's supposed to be ground level, who holds his punches. If Spider-Man actually punched the shit out of you when he isn't holding back, he could probably break your jaw in two. Because there is comics where they show Peter actually not holding his punches, and he just like, he decimates I can't say the word, but he just decimates the bitches.
I mean, intentionally tries to not do things too hard.
Yeah. And this Spider-Man is basically a young, well, not cocky, but a young Spider-Man who's in a world with other superheroes who tries to fit in, but he can't fit in. And the problem you have with this, and I explained this to Ash, is if Chris Evans technically, I know he's a cameo technically, but if Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. playing both of the respected heroes of Captain America and Iron Man. And obviously, since fucking Iron Man was a big hit and Captain America was a big hit, they've obviously grown in give us more money to do this film. So obviously, you can't really have them be small bits. I understand Captain America has a smaller role, like he's literally a smaller role. But obviously, Robert Downey Jr., you're not just getting him to show up eating a KFC and fucking off. He has to be the main part of the film. Which upsets a lot of people, and I can see both sides of it. It is a good Peter Parker.
I mean, as someone who isn't really a Marvel fan, the first time I watched it, I was like, "Fuck off, Tony! Fuck off! Just let Spider-Man be Spider-Man." I don't like the insistence on being like, "Oh bloody hell, here's your fucking big fancy suit." He's Spider-Man. He's supposed to be some fucking stupid. Well, he's supposed to be some smart kid who's figured this shit out himself.
And obviously, what they don't show is they don't show the radioactive spider biting him, so we just assume he already has been bitten by a spider.
They don't show. He's also just sciencey, and he's really smart.
Yeah. They don't show you the
They don't really show him like learning any of this shit. Like, a
Yeah.
lot of it is already established. I don't know. This part I don't really have much to add in, but just in a general review, this is my least favorite Spider-Man. It, I don't know, because it's quite hard to get me to dislike something. I generally can get into most things. It doesn't take me much buy-in. I will generally enjoy things more than I'll dislike things. So it was very odd because it felt like it never really reached. We were just cruising in like gear 2. We never really got to gear 3. It's just kind of like, because I thought like I'd fucked up or something. I thought I'd done something wrong because I was like, I should be like buzzed. Because watching all the others, you still get that like Spider-Man buzz. You're like, yeah, it's fucking sick, and you laugh at all the jokes. But I just felt like I was a fucking passive observer. Like, obviously, it wasn't the worst like fucking movie I've seen in cinema. I saw Jupiter Ascending, which is fucking garbage. But I also saw Halloween Ends in cinema, which was a worse experience as well. But yeah, I don't know. It was really annoying because it's like, these are the jokes. I should be laughing at this. I don't find it funny. It's like the villain's motivations, fucking cheeks. They went and took away all our stuff, so we had to adapt. So now we sell fucking alien space weapons, whatever the fuck. Yep, and he's a villain because he needs to keep making money for his family.
I went
Cool.
on I went on a rant with my dad about this, right? Because obviously, in the final scene, Spider-Man has none of Tony Stark's technology. He has none of it. And my point is, how is this kid being allowed with alien tech? Like, alien tech is advanced. Even in the MCU, it's advanced technology that humans can't compromise. Surely, if the Vulture really wanted to, he could just vaporize fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, like they didn't actually use any of the really scary weapons.
Yeah.
Like, because they'd shown they'll like cut fucking through buildings, fucking vaporize someone. Never use it again, of course. Never actually use it.
But like his motivations are weak. Out of the three, I don't really know if you count No Way Home because they're already established villains. But out of the other two villains,
Yeah, but even fucking Tom Holland's villain is shit in fucking No Way Home. It's all about the others. It's all about the other villains. It's about all of the cooler villains that didn't fucking take place in this trilogy.
yeah, obviously, I think Far From Home has the better villain. Even though that film is a bit confusing and shit.
I mean, it is way more interesting than this one.
Yeah. This one is supposed to establish Peter Parker, but it falls because you're supposed to already watch Civil War. You're supposed to have watched all the other films. Obviously, you don't have to, but you might be a bit lost. It's like, why is he bringing up Captain America? Why is he bringing up obviously Black Panther? I don't know if it happened at this time, but like, he's bringing up all these villains, like all these heroes, I should say. And where it falls flat is because I have no problem with Tony Stark being his mentor. It's just he's rammed into it too much is where I think it falls flat. He is essentially Uncle Ben if Uncle Ben was a massive dick. Because I'm like, you're giving this 14-year-old all this technology, thinking he can handle it, knowing he can't handle it. And he can't pass it. I do appreciate like him like saving the city and shit. I think that's pretty good. I love that. I don't mind that. I just think it falls flat with Tony Stark. At least in the next one, they don't really mention Tony Stark. But obviously, he's dead because.
Yeah. And like, you know, they don't go ahead with the romance plot. They just tease that MJ exists. But because she doesn't have anything to do, she just plays that edgy teen in any fucking teenage movie. Where it's like, do you like crisps? Well, no, crisps were invented by slaves and they were mass produced by the owners. That's great. That's your bit. That's you done. Great, love that. fucking this is nothing. She does nothing. There's fucking nothing in the movie. She's the main love interest for the whole fucking thing. We're not gonna do it. Here's Liz. Yeah? Yeah, Liz is serious about a future. Okay, cool. Like, it's very cookie cutter to me, and I don't really like it. And I didn't want to dislike it because I came in like okay, I don't fucking remember anything about this movie whatsoever. It's all gone out my brain. And then nothing hit at all. Like Ned, the best friend's probably the best part, but even then it's still like awkward teen dumb humor, which is fine, I guess, but it's not very nothing's very complex in this movie. It's all very you can kind of for the things that you want to be explained, they can explain it in a sentence. And it's like, okay. But for all the extra shit, it's like this big convoluted fucking world that just kind of still sets Spider-Man as like, yeah, he's kind of shit. And he's always shit. And you're supposed to be shit until we want you to be less shit. It's like, great. I don't know.
Obviously, I had a bit of a rant on Ned's lead when he was shooting your man with the webs. Because my main problem was, this guy's alien technology again. I know I'm going back to it, but he's alien technology. And he could instantly shoot Ned Leeds. I understand he's a child. He's, 15? But just fucking shoot the bastard. Just shoot him. Fucking.
But yeah, it feels like a lot of, I don't know. It's just a bit of a nothing, really. That's my problem. Like, at least the other movies all felt distinctly Spider-Man, and were all stylized to be Spider-Man. And there wasn't some, like, greater shit going on in the background. But don't look over there. That's not important. That actually cool shit over there, that's not important. Don't look at that. We're looking at this Spider-Man he starts off cocky and then gets humbled and then succeeds in the end. And then gets the fucking suit anyways. Okay. Cool. I don't know. Oh, I wanted to like it a lot, and I was really sad that I didn't. But I was kind of happy because I've been seeing these with Jake, and even Jake was like, "Yeah," because I was worried whilst watching it, like, he's laughing at the bits. I'm gonna be that guy who's like, "Oh, do you like it?" No, it's fucking ass. But he was also like, "Yeah, didn't really land."
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Also, people might call me stupid, but generally, I'm a silly creature. And I basically got the Beetlejuice cup because it lights up.
Okay.
I didn't see Beetlejuice. It just wanted the cup. So
Fair enough.
I collected a cup collection now of the Indiana Jones, of the Thor one, and now of the Beetlejuice one. And the Beetlejuice
They're
one
all getting fucking put in the cupboard and never being used.
Exactly.
When was the last time you used the Deadpool cup?
He's on the counter. He's just sitting there. He's on the counter. He looks over you.
Great. Cluttering the fucking place. But yeah, that's all the reviews. As said, it's kind of, I don't know, it's annoying because I wanted to like it more, but none of it really hit. And I thought, I don't know, it's too polite. It's too fucking polished. It's just none of it really works for me. Like, it's supposed to be carried by star power, but the characters you need to be interesting aren't. It's like, you know this funny joke? Aunt May's fit. Yeah, great sound. Yeah, people flirt with Aunt May, and it makes Peter uncomfortable. Haha, it's great. Cheers. Great joke.
Obviously, I tried to watch Iron Man 1. I watched it. I prefer Captain America over Iron Man, even though I've only seen Captain America's first film, The Winter Soldier, I want to say, whatever it's called. And I've seen Captain Marvel, and out of the three of them, Ash is gonna look at me and just delete this guy. Out of the three of them, I've watched Captain America first, then Captain Marvel, and then Iron Man. What came first was Captain America. Alright, yeah. I liked him. Right. Captain Marvel came second. That's what I liked. I prefer Captain Marvel over fucking Iron Man. Because I don't like Iron Man. I don't like him. He's a cocky bastard, and I don't like him. And he's rich. He fucking sucks. Robert Downey Jr. fucking sucks in the role. Well, he plays it perfect, because that's why I hate it.
Wait, Captain Marvel. Don't most people despise Captain Marvel because it's the woman movie?
Yes.
And yeah, it became a massive punching bag for the media criticism people.
The reason why Captain Marvel is so disliked is because it apparently tries too hard. Obviously the Captain Marvel sequel I haven't seen, but I've seen the first Captain Marvel film, and I obviously preferred it over a fucking Iron Man, because even
Quite impressive to not like Iron Man.
just Robert, if it was played by Tom Cruise, I might have been interested. Yeah,
Tom Cruise is a Scientology nut.
Oh, yeah, true. But apparently the original plan was for trying to get Tom Cruise to play Iron Man in Iron Man 1. But I think he declined. So that's why if you see, like, oh, Tom Cruise is Iron Man in Secret War, so that's probably the reason why. Because they're trying to do variants and shit. But I just don't like Iron Man. I prefer Captain Marvel. And She-Hulk. I prefer She-Hulk over Iron Man as well. But I don't give a shit. I'll fight anyone. She fucks Daredevil. I want to be her. She fucks Daredevil. I'm sad.
There we are. I think that's it wrapping up as Piggy goes on an unhinged rant about his liking Marvel. Which I mean, we all know me. I'm not really a big Marvel fan. I don't really give a shit about superheroes. I like Spider-Man. That's it.
I did like the She-Hulk TV show. I haven't finished it, but all the episodes I've watched, I did like.
How many did you watch?
I watched 6 out of the 8.
Okay, at least you watched like 3/4 of it.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I like different when I watch. I watch one episode.
I think I've watched at least 4 or 6 episodes. 4 or 6. But
yeah,
I liked it. Yeah.
Let's talk about the EastEnders. It's the episodes from the 9th of September to the 12th. It's week 33 of 2024. And once again, I'll reiterate the main topics. Avani has a new friend. That's a small one. Amy adapts to life in a wheelchair. That's also a small one. Freddie, Anna, and Bobby's love triangle continues as she's pregnant. That's a bit larger. Then the big two are Linda piece her life back together. Elaine supports Linda and Kojo struggles to settle. And finally, Sharon and Chrissie face off in prison. But before we do this, just wanted to mention one thing that was quite cool. We got a cameo from Lola, as it was Janet's 18th birthday, I think this week.
Yeah, it was.
From what we could tell. And we got a nice message that Lola recorded for Janet. And they played it. It's like, nice. Obviously, all the Ben Mitchell stands like, she's still fucking here. It's like, fuck off. It's my least favourite subsection of the EastEnders fandom. Because they just fucking hate the show because Ben's not there. And it's like, just move on. Just move on. He's gone. He's over.
I guess
Matt Spaulding's not coming back.
I guess again you compare this to like Iron Man, like where people are just like, it's not Marvel because Iron Man's dead. Move on. They're gonna recast him anyways because they have to recast him eventually. All your heroes are gonna get recasted. Grow up. It's the same with Ben Mitchell. Grow up. Max Bowden's not coming back. He's dead. He's gone to the shop and he was shot dead. Fucking move on.
Yeah, he is not dead. But he's never coming back to the show. But yeah, it's so annoying. It's so unbelievably annoying. Fucking show shit. I fucking hate the show. Where's your favorite year? 2019. Oh, make it stop. Make it stop. But yeah, anyways, my least favorite subsection of the fandom. Avani has a new friend. Avani and Barney, who's back on our screens, taking the piss out of Reese for not doing anything to help Sonia. She keeps snarking. Ravi shows up. He's a bit alarmed when her face lights up after being messaged. Who is she messaging? We don't know, but it's likely a boy. She keeps messaging a rando. Barney wants to know, but she doesn't let anything slide. Just kind of go, we're not at that stage yet, Barney. Fuck off. Which is good fun. Interesting to see where this goes. People already think it's going to be some grooming storyline.
I will throw this out there because I know what happens next week.
Okay.
I'm not going to say the name, but I am going to say a Twitch streamer. Basically, this man, he's 18, so he basically disrespects himself. Because Savannah's 15, don't forget.
Oh.
That's basically it. I think his name's like Ruben or Robin, some shit.
I think I read Mason.
Oh, it's Mason. Mason Ryan. Oh.
But like, it's one of those weird things. Because the actress is older, everybody wants her to like. They're so fixated on the fact that she's an older actress playing like a 15-year-old that they think it's already gonna be something like much different. But like at the end of the day, once a couple of years pass, she's just gonna fucking act 18. You know, like once she's 18, who the fuck cares how old she is? Like, I don't know. Once again, people complain because the character is cringy lines, as if no teenager has ever been cringy ever, which we all have and were and fucking always will be.
You know what actually buckled me? They got John Cena to like to describe his new movie. I think it's called like Jackpot. They asked him to describe his movie in Gen Alpha or Gen Z terms. So it's like the Skibbity Toilet Race is on fire. The Sigma Beta males. Oh, it's so. And you're sat there like, John, please stop.
Also, I will say, somehow Emmerdale won fucking best soap at the NTAs.
Rigged.
Which is fucking rogue, man. It's how the fuck has Emmerdale won it this year? I'm not even an Emmerdale hater. I don't mind Emmerdale. It's fine, but I don't know how it lost. I'll be real with you. The biggest one would have been if Coronation Street won. Fuck that award show. Like, fuck them. Not worth it. I don't know how. But yeah, sorry, I'm just now reading what fucking awards. Notice how the NTAs is on ITV and ITVX, and also just a way to completely decide that it's absolutely Ricky Cheeks. A lot of the shows that won were ITV shows, and guess what? What amazing British comedy won best comedy?
Only Fools and Horses. I don't know.
It's on every Christmas for some reason.
Gavin and Stacey?
No.
Mrs. Brown's Boys?
Yeah, Mrs. Brown's Boys won best comedy. How? How does that show still exist?
But
it's terrible.
But no, shouldn't she be disqualified? She's not. Right. She's not a British TV show.
Yeah, it's a national television awards. I don't know.
Yeah, but she's Irish. Oh yeah, I guess it's produced by the BBC, so it is technically.
Yeah, it's
British.
a BBC show.
Yeah, sorry. It's like Father Ted.
How is it still getting shit? How's it still getting fucking episodes? Every fucking mum bought the box set and went, "Oh, I like Mrs. Brown's Boys. It's great. It's funny when he says, I don't fucking know."
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I don't know. I'm just complaining about a lot of things in this fucking podcast, apparently.
Mrs. Brown's Boys, like, I prefer. They used to do one where it wasn't produced in a studio, like it was just, like it was technically, I guess you could say, homemade, where they had most of the original actors who went into the show, and I love that. I prefer that version over like the in studio show. I was gonna go to a Mrs. Brown's Boys show, but I never did. Used to love Mrs. Brown's Boys when I was a teenager.
It got a movie?
It got a movie. Have you never seen the movie?
No, I've never watched Mrs. Brown's Boys.
The movie is so fucking stupid. There's a scene with Winnie, Mrs. Brown's fucking best friend, and obviously they do a meta joke where it's like, Agnes, who's Mrs. Brown, you should dress up as a man and sneak into this bank, and then obviously Sharon goes, I don't think it'll work, Winnie. Because, you know why? Because it's a man playing a woman. Isn't that funny? A woman dressing up as a man. Isn't that funny? Like, isn't that a fourth wall? Ha ha ha. They also, like, the one thing with Mrs. Brown's, like, everyone would hate is, to say, like, we're in a scene, right? We're in a scene, and the line you're supposed to read is, Dave, why did you fuck my girl? But obviously, you buckle halfway through. So you got, Dave, why'd you... Oh, fuck. They keep that in. Like, they keep in scenes where they fuck up the line. Which breaks... Like, it works in a TV show in a sense, because you're quote-unquote live. But it doesn't work in a film where it's pre-fucking recorded, and it just breaks up the entire, like, flow of the film. So you'd have like this
Yeah.
scene with ninjas and two of the main characters. And one of the ninjas is obviously Brendan Carroll doing like a Chinese accent. And he's obviously making jokes. But in one of the scenes, one of the ninjas fuck up the line, and Buster and the other guy just go, continue, continue, continue. We'll roll with it. And it's, you're in a film. You shouldn't be wall breaking unless you're fucking doing it correctly. If you fuck up, you should re-record the scene, not continue the scene. It makes no fucking sense. In a TV show, I understand where it's quote unquote live. I understand that bit. But in a movie, it can't work. So,
Fair enough. I didn't realise the Mrs. Brown's Boys hate ran that deep.
I just like that's my one problem. Like I loved the movie when I was younger, but it just breaks up the flow. Like when because there's a scene when she jumps into the Dublin, like the River Liffey, I believe. She falls into the River Liffey in Dublin. She gets out of it and goes, "Wow, I'm not wet like any other film." Isn't that surprising? And it's like, you're in a fucking movie, love. We know it. I know you're a man. Grow up.
Banger.
Sorry.
I don't even have it. I mean, speaking of Irish shows that actually got a movie and was good, you also have Young Offenders, which is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, they got a movie first and then a
Did the
TV
new
show.
series come out?
I don't know. I haven't kept up with the Young Offenders.
Oh yeah, I was gonna watch it with Courtney, but we never did. Oh yeah.
Well, he knows what he's doing after this podcast. He knows what he's doing.
But yeah. Also had a movie, was much better. Decent show. Good fun, good jokes. Oh, all right, back to the EastEnders. Amy adapts to life in a wheelchair. She's struggling to be in a wheelchair, and there's 8 to 10 weeks before she can advance from a wheelchair to crutches. She will be home on the Monday's episode, though. Chelsea is overly eager to hear about Amy's recovery, but keeps making excuses. Then Chelsea makes a dig at Denise for her and Jack getting more familiar, but only because she's worried that Denise will admit the truth to Jack about Chelsea stamping more tickets. And this made to another point, and this is going to be me doing petty grievances again. I've seen a lot of people complaining and calling Denise a hypocrite because obviously she's been lying for like fucking 9 months now about the 6. But I think people are misunderstanding. Denise has lived that fucking trauma. Denise got sectioned because she couldn't handle the grief of being involved in covering up a death. Why the fuck would she tell Chelsea to lie? It's not been worth it. If she could go back and tell the truth at Christmas, she fucking would have. She lost her mind. Why would she not tell Chelsea to tell the truth? She's not being a hypocrite. She's not being a fucking hypocrite. She's learned from her fucking experience. For fuck's sake. How are you not understanding this? Like, I'll just paint another stupid example. Like, fucking, if... Oh, God, I need to think of a ridiculous example. I don't fucking know. But the point still stands. Fuck the example. Fuck all everybody thinking. Like, she's not a hypocrite. She's lived that. She got sectioned. She knows how much lying will fucking hurt someone. Why would she tell Chelsea to do it? Please help. Please help. But yeah, anyways, that's more petty grievances, don't mind me. I've just been engaging with a lot of soap stuff this week. I've been fucking busy. I'm allowed to complain. Where the fuck am I? But yeah, simply saying, after everything Denise and the rest of the 6 have sacrificed, is there any surprise that Denise doesn't want Chelsea to lie like she has and possibly ruin her life? Amy arrives in the Vic in the wheelchair. They've been struggling to get her here. Chelsea wants to try and make up for actions by giving her gifts. Chelsea is relentless with her badgering, and they mention how Penny could go to prison. Chelsea doesn't fucking read the room, keeps getting in her shit as she's struggling to deal with not really being able to move by herself. She then proceeds to go get Denzel and wants him to try and make Amy comfortable. Denzel and Amy apologize to each other and they settle back into just bickering like normal. They learn that the CCTV is busted, which leaves Chelsea confident but also terrified that maybe they'll find out the truth.
The Grey Atkins method. Love it.
Like, how long does this storyline go?
Don't know. Don't fucking know. So I'm still heated from this. I was going to eat a Kit Kat. Like, I'm so heated from the Mr. France Spice fucking argument. Like,
He's still heated. He's playing back the movie and is fucking like,
it's a Kit Kat.
We'll break again in a movie.
There's just a Kit Kat lying on my bed, and he's like calling my name, going, "Piggy, you dirty slut, who's been a bad boy?" I'm like, "Oh, Kit Kat, no, stop it." But yeah, I don't know how long this storyline goes. I don't know. Another few weeks, I'd assume. At least another 3 weeks.
It's kind of wild that this was the big story that Chelsea had. Like, this is it. It's like how in fucking Coronation Street you have a character who's been there for like 20 years called Sharon. And he is nobody's favorite character, and kind of he's there, but Coronation Street doesn't like to get rid of long running characters. But so much to such an extent where it's like, fuck me, how are they re-signed for another year? How are they still on the show? And it feels like each show, ITV are like, oh yeah, Sean, we're gonna give you this big storyline this year. Yeah, it's gonna be really good. And he's like, oh yeah, this storyline's gonna be groundbreaking. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm gonna see a different side to Sean. And then it actually gets there, and it's like a 2-week storyline, and it's like, oh wow, fucking hell, they really tried to get you to stay, didn't they? But yeah, who knows? I mean, I don't mind it so far. I just still like how people hate Penny just because they hate Penny, and they've always hated Penny, and they're still trying to find reasons why Chelsea isn't in the wrong, despite it being Chelsea's problem. Chelsea caused this. Fucking take responsibility. You're no better than Penny in this situation. But because people don't like Penny, fuck Penny, fuck that bitch. Hate that character. Yeah. Mate, fucking, I'm getting the sun fucking blinding me. But yeah, Freddie, Anna, Bobby's triangle continues as we find out that she's pregnant.
Pregnante.
Anna tells Bobby about her and Gina struggling with a family, and then Freddie shows up with Anna wanting him to comfort her. A very funny scene where it's like, who wants comforting? And then Anna, like, she's sat in one of the booths just, me? Me? It's a fucking, oh, absolute gold. Anna had some fucking fantastic lines this week. Anna finds him in the cafe, wants to know if they're okay. She wants to go bird watching with him and Bobby. Freddie keeps making excuses, and he can't when she wants to. And he can't make any more excuses when she wants it to be him, Gina, Bobby, and her. So she accepts us. It's going to be multiple people. It's not going to be as awkward. They're in at Walford East. Priya thinks it's a date as Gina and Bobby haven't arrived yet. Freddie slowly realizes this is set up and they're never coming. Just like your dad. He's gone to the shop for milk. He's never coming. He's never coming back. Move on. Just like that scene with Chad in High School Musical, which is hilarious in retrospect. He tries his best to leave, and he tells her that at the chippy there's been some sort of potato crisis. Banger. Fantastic. Freddie's an idiot. Love him.
The famine?
Yeah.
Priya
gives her the menu and says it's the sad girl special no date night. Fucking fucking gold. I will say, some people have said that since Freddie came back, he's not really been the same character. Do you agree?
I don't know what you're looking for in him. That's what my question is. I don't know what you're looking for in him.
I think they've changed the approach. I think they've realized that I think they've changed the material he's been given. Before, he was just like kind of him and Bobby were the fucking comedy duo. They'd have all the stupid shit, but since they're moving away from that to set up the love triangle, it feels like it's now him with little Mo, and they don't really do it. But I don't know. Some people have been like, since he came back from Strictly, it's never been the same. Which I guess I can understand, but he's still the same character. Fucking when telling Gina, Anna mentions how Freddie left as quickly as he could, and when Gina asks if she believes him, she fucking says, "Potatoes don't have crises, Gina." Fucking, oh mate, honestly, fucking nailed it. It's such a stupid line, but it's fantastic.
I just
Oh, do you believe him? Potatoes don't have crisis. Fucking grow up, Gina, you idiot.
sorry to go back to me. Very good to cut to the two of us. Oh, is he alright?
Fucking. This is why I'm ready for them to be together. Oh,
Yeah, we're back. Sorry, this scene reminded me of, like, there's a scene in Alan Partridge. You might know the scene where he's sitting with the Irish. I mean, my dad talks about it all the time when I bring up Alan Partridge. So it's him, Lynn, and the two Irish fellas who are trying to offer him a new TV show. And they're obviously Irish. So he turns around and... So they're obviously eating a full English. And he turns to them and he goes, "You wouldn't want to be a fussy eater during the famine, would you?" And it just boggles me every time.
But yeah, fantastic. Anna's earning her stripes this week. She's been great. And fucking... And even just add more... I'm just going to be an absolute bellend this fucking episode. But someone made a thread. Someone made a thread saying, "Does anybody think that Freddie and Anna are more well-suited?" Yes! It's the whole point. It's the whole fucking point. It's what they're doing. That's where the storyline's going. They're going to get together. That's... Yes! Just fuck me. I forget that... I don't know, man. I've had enough. But it's like, yes, Bobby and Anna have not had chemistry since Freddie came back. That's the whole point. They're not now that when it started, they were going to be together. It was going to be this great love story. Then they kind of got together and it fizzled out. And then Bobby fucked off because he was doing Freddie fucked off because he was doing Strictly. And then they came back and they went, okay, love triangle, which will culminate in Bobby's exit. But it's like, yes, that is what's happening. Please understand. Gina heads straight to Freddie and sort him out. Then he wonders why he stood her up for a potato. Another good line. Freddie tells her to stay out of it, then finds Freddie's sketchbook with a bunch of really amazing drawings of Anna. She quickly realizes that he's in love with her. Bobby gives Anna a lollipop and he apologizes for missing dinner. Freddie keeps making excuses but finally admits that he's in love with Anna, but she's still with Bobby. He doesn't want to make the same mistake again. That referencing when they had a little shag in the chippy. Why did they shag in the first time? I don't remember.
They're just horny. That's my guess.
Fair enough.
Just, you know, two 20-year-olds, you know, you see a fish, you see some chips, you know, fucking plow into each other, you know. The potato prices.
There we are. That's uncomfortable imagery.
Potato prices is extreme, you know.
He sincerely asked her to not tell Anna, but Gina, being Gina, immediately tells Anna. yeah, don't tell her. Oh, yeah, no way. It's like when I was called out for spreading rumours, and it turns out that person was a bitch and did deserve those rumours that I definitely didn't. I didn't intend to spread, but I did spread them at sixth form.
Did we ever find out what the rumours were?
No, it was she was just being really like suggestive, and I was just being friendly, but she was my best mate's ex, and so she started getting a bit horny with me, and I went, no, I'm not. She just keeps saying really weird things to me, and then she's like, "Oh, do you want to go for a walk?" And then starts telling all the things that I've spread. Oh, which wasn't intentionally me. I did just tell one of my other mates who was like a fucking fountain, just like, bloody hell, guys, have you heard about this? I'm like, I just told you to keep it private. Fucking hell, have you heard this rumor? Can't win. But just like me, where it's like, oh, someone's been spreading rumors. Ah, what? What?
No way.
Yeah. No. I know it was you. What? What? Nah. And then when she fucked off, I assumed it was time to fix things, so I sent a really long, groveling Snapchat message because I am not good at conflict. Didn't mean any of it, of course. But then that is exactly what Gina does. All right, don't tell her. Yeah, never. I would never tell her. My word is my honor. So Anna, he loves you. What? Fantastic.
I'm just imagining like you with a girl like that fucking you spread the rumors about like, and you go and she's a massive bitch now, and I'm like, oh no, is she a racist? Is she a fucking?
No, I think she's fine. She just ditched one of her long-term mates. And
women
now talking to that friend. Fuck that bitch.
Women, am I right, guys? Am I right?
All the homies hate that bitch. She had toe thumbs.
Huh?
Just a condition. Don't really know what it was, but it was a thing.
The fuck is? I'm gonna Google that.
That is a genuine. I didn't realize it was a thing till I met her. Anyways, Gina reminds her that whoever you choose, someone's gonna get hurt, so it better not be you. Anna is. I like how you peeked up. Feet, hands, feet.
Fuck off.
Anna is distracted over Freddie and gets angry at Gina, saying, "You've done enough." She asks Cindy if she's ever had doubts about Ian and wonders whether it's worth settling for safe and steady when she's still so young. Anna still thinks Cindy's happy with Ian. Freddie with Bobby says he doesn't want to be a third wheel and calls him boring, so Bobby tells him to find some new mates. Everyone around Freddie clears off as Anna wants to tell him the truth, but a second she's about to say, Freddie, I love you. Probably not I love you. It's a bit early for that, but I like you. She throws up, so has to leave, and Gina starts to figure out that Anna might be pregante. Her and Gina have an endearing scene where they talk about relationships, but Anna learns that she's pregnant.
Pregante.
Did you look up the toe thumbs?
I fucking did, and I went off it. It's basically where someone has short thumbs, and it looks.
I'm pretty sure it was an actual thing. Like she did have toe fingers. Well, they were obviously like kind of long, but they were like wide like a toe.
Toe thumbs are known as brachydactyla type D.
Sorry, what was that? What was that?
Brachydactyla type D. Fucking, I'll change it. Look, I'll change it. I can't fucking pronounce that. I can't pronounce that. I'll put it up on the screen in a second.
Brachydactyly type D.
Brachydactyly.
Yeah. That must be it.
Brachydactyly. La. Hold on, let me just open my OBS again. Toe thumbs known as brachydactyla type D are a rare genetic condition characterized by thumbs that appear shorter and wider than normal, resembling the structure of toes. This condition affects approximately 2% of the population. Causes and characteristics. Toe thumbs are caused by a genetic mutation that affects bone growth, specifically the distal phalanx of the thumb. This results in a shorter or wider thumb with a wider nail bend. The condition can be unliterated, affecting one thumb, or biliteral, affecting both. Nail shape. Individuals with toe thumbs have reported shaping their nails to accommodate their unique thumb structure. Some common techniques include almond-shaped nails, square nails with soft edges, round square shapes. Some individuals have also shared their personal experience and coping mechanisms for nail care, such as keeping their nails just past the fingertip or using nail polish to draw attention away from their abnormality. And you can get surgical reconstruction on them.
Fair enough. I wondered why you decided to read all of that, because
I'll put up a picture for people.
That's just. But yeah, she was a bit of a cow.
There you go, lads. There's the big thumbs.
There we are. It does exist. I have seen it.
Look, let me just fucking. There's the picture I put up on screen.
Yep, let's just have that one sit there. Why not?
So there you go, lads.
Oh, you sent me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sound.
That's
all right. Let's go back to the EastEnders.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Linda pieces her life back together. Elaine supports Linda finally, and Kojo struggles to settle. The police inform Linda of the verdict. He's been jailed for 9 years, and Elaine's ecstatic, thinking she can move on and get on with her life. Linda tells Elaine that she killed Keanu. She's confused at first, but demands to know what happened. She says she stabbed him with a meat thermometer downstairs in the Vic, and Elaine doesn't know what to say. Mentions how she's confessed to Bernie and the police. She believes it's only a matter of time before she goes to prison, and says she needs to be punished. Obviously, mentioning the meat thermometer, I'll mention when Linda got spooked and dropped the meat thermometer and the meat, and you have Tyson just sneaking a massive wad of lamb. Fucking wow.
We haven't seen Spud lately, have we?
No, good old Tyson, or also known as Spud, has not been seen in a while. No.
Oh, bring back Spud. I bet his schedule is fucking like his schedule is unreal. Like I bet he's in so many movies.
I bet he goes barking mad at his schedule. Oh. I don't know why that's issued the smug grin.
Waka,
it's just the level that joke is like someone walking into a room, just dropping their entire ass and going, "Yep, see you fuckers." Oh, fucking hell. See, there's not even any other fun dog puns. Like, the best you can say is I bet that schedule is absolutely rough. That's not even funny. Unfortunately.
That's doggone bad.
But I don't know why this is so funny to me. It's so shit. It's so garbage. But to me, it's the pinnacle of humor in this moment in time. Fucking yeah.
I'm just like
I can't even move on. I'm just thinking of him grabbing that bit of lamb.
The camera's literally on you. They can't see my perspective, so all they see is this guy with a shit grinning expression, like just
a shit-eating grin, indeed.
Just like
it's the best thought.
Yeah.
Like imagine I steal the last cup of pudding, and you just see me just like
chocolate all over you.
Come here then.
We have a chocolate mousse in the fridge.
I already ate my chocolate mousse, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah. I am. I've struggled before. There's no chocolate mousse left. Linda wants Elaine to be the sole guardian of Annie and Ollie if she goes to prison. They argue about this. Linda says she wanted Mum to stand up for her, and Elaine retorts she didn't realise her 47-year-old daughter needed taking care of. Big argument. George and Kojo get back from the garage/car lot, and they joke about his love for cars. When Johnny gets in too close, Kojo hits him in the face, and Elaine, still struggling to deal with Linda's revelation, freaks out and says, "I can't live like this." Kojo apologizes immediately, but Elaine decides Kojo has got to go. And this is the problem. George reminds her how much he picks up for Linda being an alcoholic, but that gets interrupted by Kojo saying he wants to go home. He explains that him and Elaine row sometimes, but families are messy, but they want him to stay. He opened up to him saying how he used to imagine 2 older brothers who would protect him. George tells Kojo he loves him and that it's blood, and that's a real bond. George explains how Elaine loves George. Elaine loves George? Fucking hell. Yeah, Elaine loves George, so Elaine's gonna love you, Kojo. Kojo nods to say he understands and wants a tea and a snack. When he returns, Kojo is nowhere to be seen. When Elaine asks if she could help, George tells him that she's done enough. Kojo's sitting out in some public toilets with his taxi out in the rain. George reports Kojo missing to the police as he spent the night in the rain. The police say he's a high risk due to his autism. Anna tells Bobby about her and Gina. Yeah, we've done that bit. Ian obviously does the line of everybody's got autism nowadays, which, you know, had to be said.
Brexit.
Because Ian is a gammon. You know, had to be said though. I as an autism card carrier, someone's gonna say it. Well, I wrote it's infuriating but necessary. There's always gonna be some resistance, this sort of thing. Junior steps in and makes Kojo feel more comfortable. Kojo says he needs to go back to Ghana, but Junior tells him to have a cup of tea with him. Kojo says Kwame and Elaine argued over him, so he left, but Junior suggests they go back to the Vic so we can talk things through with Kwame. Junior leads Kojo to the Vic. And George forgets to thank Junior, and he's too caught up with Kojo, and now Junior feels put out by not being thanked by it. Johnny then suggests Elaine check on Linda. Kojo says he wants to go home because he misses his mum. And Elaine has the option to help Linda and be a good mum, but then decides to choose George instead. Goes and fixes the cassette of their mum singing. And once again, Elaine chose George and his family over Linda. She is a terrible mum. She is a terrible mum. Don't let everybody forget that she's a terrible mum.
No,
which
not.
Everybody believes is the fucking...
I mean,
which everybody lobbies as a massive criticism to Elaine.
I mean, just to switch to the two of us, I can see my perspective. Kojo is a national slay icon, as the hood would say. And Linda's a 47-year-old alcoholic. She can fuck off and deal with herself. Fuck off, Linda. Kojo is autistic. He has severe autism, and I will not appreciate this slander that she chose the wrong family over her. The Kojo is a national icon, people, and you need to wake up and realize that.
Kojo is fantastic. We do all love Kojo.
I love Kojo. I also love Dor. Dor is great as well.
Yeah, well, we've not gone there yet.
Yeah.
But we will.
Kojo, though, I don't like I know no one hates him, but I'm like, Elaine did the right thing. Like, Linda can cry in her bed all she wants. Fuck off, Linda. Kojo is the man. I need to see Kojo and Mick Carter interact at one point.
But yeah, fuck you know. Let's get back to it though. So yeah, George and Kojo think about their mum. Elaine brings it back like a digitized version of their mum playing the song, and then they talk about their mum. Kojo says she liked to dance, she liked to laugh. Elaine is proud of her work with George and Kojo, but Johnny reminds her that you need to help Linda. So she sits on a bed and she explains how she was never there for Linda, how their dad was much better at it, and she knows how she was almost slightly jealous at how good he was at it. Elaine explains that, like, how when he died, she couldn't handle the grief. She wasn't there when she had a bulimia. She apologizes for never being there. She thought slapping a smile on was the best approach. She wants to be there for her now, and they cuddle. And honestly, this moment landed for me proper, because they've been building this for a long time. And this has been everybody's biggest complaint about Elaine, is that she's a bad mum. And it's nice to see them finally broach the fucking... Like, I don't know why people are kind of... People are like just use it as a big excuse to hate Elaine. Because she is a bad mum, but do we not want flawed characters? Do we not want flawed characters? You know? Do we just want everybody's a good mum and everybody's a good parent, everybody's a good kid? Like, it's good to display, and it makes sense as to why Linda is the way she is. But yeah, let's hope that Elaine tries harder in future. George and Elaine make up, and George finally asks Junior for help, wanting him to let Kojo see his car. He lets him in the motor. He turns the windscreen wipers on, which is fun little gag as Junior's suit gets all wet. And he's thrilled to be in his car. Cindy suggests Junior let the past be in the past and try to make up with George. And Junior and George discuss Kojo, and Junior suggests that look, you don't need to force it with Kojo, give him time. And then George responds by saying, if you take Kojo for a ride, I'll buy us all dinner later. Which is nice, building bridges. They take Kojo to Beals Eels and they settle in as a family. Cindy introduces herself and Junior is thankful to Cindy for the advice. And this is why I think Cindy is going to be the villain in this fucking story. Because Cindy does give Junior some good advice to try and make up with him. But because I feel like she's going to play a part in him, like, reconciling with George, and he's going to probably be a better dad to Xavier, I do feel like she'll stand in his way of actually making genuine progress. Because I do feel like he'll fall in love with her. And I feel like Cindy will be like, you were just a good lay, bitch. I feel like he's going to fall head over heels, and she's just going to be like, what? That's not what this is. But yeah, that's what I think's going to happen, at least. And finally, do you have anything about this stuff? Anything about Linda? Anything about Kojo?
Kojo didn't really like the pie, did he?
No.
Nah.
I mean, pies are a weird texture.
Just can't believe you didn't like pies, Kojo.
I mean, he is from Ghana.
Yeah. Surely they make pies out there as well.
Yeah, but probably not the fucking same.
No, do you know what my dad used to get me and still gets me? Do you know the microwavable pies they get for like €1? He always used to get me a chicken curry pie.
Not bad.
A chicken curry pie is delicious, actually.
I'm not much of a curry man personally.
Obviously, Curry Man's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So yeah. Kojo has again brought some happiness to me watching the soap. But I guess now we're an hour 12 in. It's time for the main event. It's time
Exactly
for Door to Shine.
Sharon and Chrissie face off in prison. Sharon is desperate to get a call with Albie. Then she's got a bunkmate who introduces herself as Doreen, known as Door. When she hears what, she's a little startled, understanding that Chrissie basically runs this prison. Apparently, Chrissie's parole hearing is on Thursday, and Door lets Chrissie know that it's Sharon Watts. Door takes Chrissie to Sharon and wonders what she's done to get in here. Sharon goes to slap her, but Chrissie grabs her arm and offers her a phone call to Albie. She's surprised to hear that Albie is hers, because, Sharon was, believed to be she couldn't have kids. As of that time period. But leaves the phone with Sharon, who refuses, but rings it anyways. Chrissie checks out if Sharon caught it, and she still fumes about their feud. Sharon says she is in the top 1 of, most hated people, but Chrissie claims she isn't even in the top 10. They reminisce about Den. She says she heard about Dennis, and they talk about the love and hate she had for Den. Chrissie says, I missed you, Sharon, and thought men could show me the world. Now she doesn't need them. She calls Den cruel, his gaslighting behavior, and how things have changed. She says she wants Sharon to admit that Den forced her to kill him, to admit that she didn't deserve a whole life to be thrown away. As the resident Den Watts fan club, does it ruin his legacy if he's viewed as an abuser?
I mean, that's his entire gimmick, isn't it?
Yes.
That's like shit. That's like to me.
He was lovable, but he was a fucking prick.
That's like saying to me, does him murdering a man in a taxi ruin his legacy? It does. Don't care if he served his time. He still killed a man. So it doesn't prove he's innocent. I know we're talking about Den Watts, not Leslie Grantham, but still, it doesn't ruin his legacy. What they do is they do what the BBC should have done in 2005 and handle it carefully. They handle it carefully. They don't fucking be like, Den Watts was a massive prick. Because you can't really bury him if he's already dead in real life. Does that make sense? Because he can't come back into a voiceover and be like, oh, Sharon, don't believe the rumours. it doesn't ruin his legacy. No, I liked all the mention of Den Watts because that's why I jokingly said that this is technically Den Watts' return as well, because he's been mentioned like 50 times,
Yeah,
more times than we have on the podcast,
which is quite hard
which is quite hard indeed.
because Piggy mentions him a lot.
Yeah, there you go, just very quickly for you.
But yeah,
I loved like all the Den Watts mentioned though, but like if people say this ruined his legacy, this did not.
I don't know. I didn't actually see many. I didn't see what people thought about it, honestly. I just know that a lot of people have stopped complaining about the actress and had actually pretty much enjoyed this week in terms of.
I seen one comment on the Chrissie Watts thing, and someone just now they didn't go into detail, and I'm not going into detail. All right, I'm not going into detail. But literally, just one comment went boycott. The other comment went shut up. Just went shut up. I'm like, okay. And then obviously they got pissy going, you like Alice Chillerman Gill? I'm like, it's a fucking soap. Grow up. We're talking about the characters here. Fuck off. It's like McDonald's. I don't care if they support different people. I want to eat my McDonald's. Fuck off. I had a lovely strawberry milkshake on the Wednesday night, and a lovely Cadbury's McFlurry. It was lovely.
Nice.
But yeah, continuing on. Sorry for my little rant.
That fair enough. Had to be done. Where the fuck was I? Sharon wants to know why Chrissie flaunted Den's misdemeanors in front of her. She claims that Den love bombed her, and Sharon claims that she is jealous. Chrissie believes she's a survivor of Den Watts. She says Den would have killed her if she hadn't killed him first. Then she says, unless you be in that position with a man you love trying to kill you, then you have no right to judge me. Which is, we're diving in. We're diving in, fucking head first. If only Sharon had been she hasn't killed Keanu, but she did result in his death. Chrissie tries to pry why she's crying, as those tears are fresh. Sharon finally explains that at Christmas she was attacked, but she was saved, like Zoe saved you. Chrissie needs to know who attacked her, but she doesn't tell her. She explains how she died. Hold on. She explains how he died and how to even deal with it. She remembers the first thing she said to Zoe was, "You killed my husband," and felt vindictive about it. Chrissie apologizes to Sharon and they bond over Den. She explains how she did stoop to Den's level and she used her, but then settles in knowing they'll never see eye to eye about this. But as Chrissie goes to leave, Sharon tells her she forgives her, and in return, Chrissie claims she has her back. And then sets Angel on Sharon to teach her a lesson. She orchestrates this scenario to prove that Chrissie has her back, where she gets her to Angel goes to fuck with Sharon at breakfast. Chrissie stands up and just whispers in her ear saying, "Not here." Poor Sharon. Dor gets to know Sharon and they talk about Chrissie. Dor says don't let Chrissie get too close. She has a sting in her tail. And this is when Angel shows up to fight Sharon. The girls surround her, notice it, and she notices that she's being called Princess, and the guard shows up and says the brief is here. Chrissie chastises the girl for not hurting Sharon, says she is doubling her debt and ruining her supplies when she gets outside. Angel says, "Do you really want to die in here?" Dor plays the innocent and is fuming at her for it and tells her to stay put. It's safer in the cell. And Sharon confronts Chrissie, saying, "Once a snake, always a snake," and then saying she hasn't changed. She's still a manipulative, scheming bitch. And she takes back her forgiveness. Yeah, I didn't. I'm taking it back. I don't forgive you. Fuck you. It's fucking. Yeah, and I don't care that you broke your elbow. Yeah, got him, Sharon. Fucking nailed it. As revenge, Chrissie says Dor is hiding some gear in her cell and coerces the guards into finding it. Dor knows it's a stitch-up and someone pushes her, which spirals into chaos. Chrissie grabs Sharon by the back with a shiv in one hand and shuts the door behind her. Chrissie claims she was going to rise above it. She was going to let it go, but she went too far earlier. She says the only thing that'll make me feel better is making you pay. Sharon gets slapped in the face, and Chrissie tells her she's ruined her life. Chrissie thought she'd get away from Den, but if she hadn't sided with the Mitchells, We learned that Chrissie was pregnant with Jake Moon's baby, but after 2 weeks in prison, she lost it. Chrissie says she always wanted to be pregnant, wondered whether she would have a baby with Den. Everyone else Den slept with got pregnant. Great line. She explains that Jake loved her, and that's proper love, and it was her chance that Sharon took away. She believes that Sharon ruined her chance of having a baby, and Sharon says she would have stood by her. If she had the chance, she would do it again. She says she'd like to turn the clock back. Sharon claims she'll talk to Phil, and Chrissie shows her the wound that she got from defending herself from Den. Sharon says she wants her to feel her pain, and then boils a kettle. Dor tries to help Sharon, but is thrown on the bed as Chrissie gets closer and closer, being ready to scold Sharon. But she knocks the water out of her hand, and her guard interrupts. And then Chrissie also says, "This one's for Den." But yeah, Sharon knocks it out of the way. As someone who's been scolded, it fucking hurts, man. Fucking painful as shit. Dor helps Sharon and offers her the chance to call Albie. She hears from Phil and gets a nice little chat with Albie. She says she's coming home. Have you pulled up the tweet that I made?
I've pulled up the photos. I'm in the screen share.
You pulled up the pictures.
Hold on, I'll just quickly.
As I'm not very good with lookalikes, but when Sharon is sat in the bed with a massive smug grin on her face, it looked a lot like that picture. It looked a lot like that.
So here's this photo. Obviously,
yeah,
you can see Sharon a bit. There you go. Look at that.
Yeah,
a lovely smile. Then you have this guy, this cat, this fucking cat.
It's obviously a Twitch emote.
It's a Twitch emote.
Yeah. Well, it's on. Well, I use it on Twitch. It is XD. It's great. It's a fucking great one.
There's Sharon again, just so you know. There's one more time. There's Sharon. Look. There's the cat. Look at that cat. So yeah, that's
a cat. That's a rat.
That's a rat. Fuck off.
Yeah.
That's a rat with good.
It's a rat or a squirrel.
That's better teeth than me.
Yeah. But yeah, there we are. I'm not very good at lookalikes. I thought that was straight fire. I thought that was very funny. But yeah. A guard comes up to Sharon and advises her to go and see the governor. If she gives a statement against Chrissie, there's a chance she doesn't get a parole. Chrissie threatens Sharon about seeing the governor, but threatens her by saying, "I'd hate for her to know what happened to you at Christmas." Martin and Zach have visitation. Zach is alarmed, but Martin says, "I've been in prison. You play by the rules. When you go to the meeting with the governor, tell her what's happening." Meanwhile, Chrissie has met with Angel and a lackey to find out when Sharon's working. Sharon is cornered by Chrissie, and she keeps wanting Sharon to put off the meeting. So she gets to walk out of here a free woman, or otherwise she's going to dob on Sharon and Linda. Sharon calls Chrissie's bluff and isn't particularly worried about it, and Chrissie worries about how she'll deal with the outside world. She's been wrapped up in here for so long. She establishes that she was never a woman's woman, and Sharon fully allows Chrissie in, saying it all happened too quickly. 1 second you're arguing, and the next there's a dead body. They both agree that Den Watts only loved himself, but they both worked hard trying to fix him. Sharon said she had to do what she had to do, and he got what he deserved. Chrissie tells her to not live in the past and look towards the future. Sharon isn't going to the governor's meeting, and she wants Chrissie to get parole and live her life. They mention their kids and how they could have grown up together. Chrissie mentions how she knew Ruby, who gave birth. So little Fowler, well, probably Alan, but little baby Martin is real, as we all predicted. So I'm looking forward to seeing when that happens. Chrissie they mention how like if Chrissie had that kid like 20 years ago, you know, her and Denny could have grown up together. Chrissie then rings someone up and says, "Guess who?" Dora and Sharon celebrate the week. Dora says she's proud that she's face up to Chrissie Watts and won. As Chrissie Watts arrives in a red car onto Albert Square, Chrissie takes a step out the car, looks up the Vic, and asks, returning face of a man who everybody thought was dead, Jake Moon, if he wants a half. And he says, I've been waiting 19 years to get my hands on you. A half on the Vic is not what I planned. So they get back into the car and drive off. They say it smells like freedom, just as Jake's cousin Alfie steps out of the pub. Will Chrissie and Jake stick around?
No.
Will they show up on the square anytime soon? Or is it actually just quite a nice ending to Chrissie Watts' story? She has finally escaped Den. She's no longer running. She's living her best life. And yeah, it's a surprisingly good exit for the character. I mean, if we compare it to Ryan Malloy's fucking return, where he was there for 4 days and he just went, "Fuck you, Stacey. I'm not giving you child support anymore. Suck it, loser," and wanted to take Lily's baby. This return was really good. There was a lot of really good work, a lot of good scenes with Sharon. It was nice to see how it developed. And yeah, what did you think about Chrissie's return?
I want to switch to me, I guess. I actually liked Chrissie's return. I thought she was going to stick around a little bit longer, but obviously she doesn't have to. I have no idea who Jake Moon is. I was trying to remember who he was. I don't really have knowledge.
He was involved in the 2005. He was someone who worked with Johnny Allen, who's also Ruby's dad. And he was involved in the Phil and Grant feud, I believe, where Grant returned in 2005, I think. But yeah, obviously she was going to run away with Jake Moon. But yeah, I think he was involved in that Grant return week.
But yeah, I don't mind Chrissie Watts' return. I didn't mind it. It was pretty good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it was a great portrayal of what Chrissie would be nearly 20 years later.
I suppose I will say I also no fucking clue. I didn't know who he was. I had to figure out who the fuck it was as well. Yeah.
I appreciate the return. It didn't ruin the character. I don't care what people say. If they want to shit on it, they can shit on it. But it didn't ruin the character. It's a perfect send off for Chrissie Watts. It leaves the book open if they ever want to bring her back. But how I would describe it is, it's very hard to bring her back now because I'm she has no motive. Yeah,
why would she go back there? It's only bad memories.
I know in about 5 years they might be like, oh, fuck Tracy and Alderman, can you come back, love? Just we need you back. But yeah, I know it'll only be a short time return. And it was pretty good. I loved Dora. She was pretty good. Dorothy, I don't know what her name was.
I would love to Doreen. I would love to see Dor. I would love to see her.
Do you know why she's in prison?
No, we didn't really get much information, but I would love to see. She had that Ethel quality, right? She had that older woman, slightly mental but still funny. I probably shouldn't use mental, but slightly unhinged. There we are. It's the same thing. Slightly unhinged, but I don't know. She had that charm. Some people are like, oh, she's like a bloody Oliver Twist character. I loved her. I'd keep her. If she gets out of prison next year and she shows up on the show, fucking yes. Someone needs to work in the fucking laundromat. I know Yolanda's doing it, but imagine.
So she just needs a willy with her, and then she'll be complete.
I mean, they can't do it. They can't just copy fucking Ethel.
I know they can't copy it, but yeah, dog with her as well. Fucking.
I know. Not saying. Yeah, I know they can't copy it, but give her a dog though.
Give her a
dog and call it Penis. Fucking. What do you want?
Oliver Jr.
Don't fucking They shouldn't copy her, but I do want her to copy Ethel completely. Sound great one. But no, yeah, I likewise enjoyed the return. I thought it was quite a good one. I think it worked itself out. They clearly had a good idea of how to use her. Now, if they ever want her to return, which I don't know why she'd come back at all. Like, she doesn't have family with anyone. There'll be no reason to bring her back beyond this. So I think it served its purpose. It was a good return. It is a fun way to bring her back. Obviously, it leads the mystery as to who the fuck is Harry and Barney's like mum, which is still a mystery. Because some people are like, I think it might be Chrissie Watts. No, no. I mean, is it their mum or is it? No, it's Teddy's mum. Who's the? I don't know. Whoever the fuck. We don't know who the mum is either way. But yeah, it was very good. It was a good week of episodes. I like, you know, sometimes it's like, oh, fucking hell. But like, they were so easy to get through. They flew by. Was this another week of you watching them early?
No. You don't catch me out, you naughty boy. Slandering my fucking. No, I did watch it early. Yeah, I did watch it early.
Oh, fair enough.
I just wanted to make a joke, just for the one I watched at like 2 p.m. on Thursday, because I was like, I was up at 6 a.m. like, Nigel McGuinness is coming back. Let's fucking go. From what I've seen, like from his matches, one of the best underrated pro wrestlers of all time. And I got a bit too excited because I messaged someone going, Oasis are playing at Arthur Ashe Stadium. They're going to play Nigel McGuinness to the ring. And someone went, no, they're just getting the song right, hopefully, Fuck. Yeah. I wanted to see them on the telly. But yeah, it flew by for me. I did fall asleep on Thursday episode, but to be fair, I was just waking up again. Like, I had a bowl of porridge, I fell asleep, and then I woke up. Ash messaged me going, the jackets have arrived. What jacket? EastEnders.
It's just me like, oh, fuck's sake, why is this happening? Why is he so late?
Do you know what happened, Ash? I connected to the United States by accident because I obviously have to use a virtual private network. Don't tell the BBC, please.
Mate, I'd totally get a fucking VPN sponsor.
But I'd use a VPN to watch the iPlayer, and I clicked on you, and I thought, okay, so that's the United Kingdom, isn't it? You cannot watch this as we don't have the licenses. I went, I'm in the United Kingdom. No, you're in the United States. Ah, fuck. Fell back asleep, woke up, and went, oh yeah, no, I'm back in the UK. Let's go. But yeah, I enjoyed this week of episodes. Sorry it was a bit late, Ash. My condolences.
All good.
Probably no wrestling because Ash probably gonna be like, I need to go stream. But I enjoyed this week. I think it was a good week. Another good week from EastEnders.
I think it was also a solid podcast as well. Went on a bit longer than it usually does. Just shows what 2 days in the middle of me actually doing other shit than just recording more videos does. But yeah, so we have started working on the ranking of the last 10 Christmases. Which I think I'll do 2 different versions. I want to do like a properly like edited one. And I think we'll also do like a less scripted, just podcast version of it. Yeah. So there'll be 2 different versions of that. Depending on what people want.
Obviously, I'm gonna leak it if it's alright. I'm just gonna leak it a little bit. I'm gonna turn the tap on. Obviously, our current plan is to do 2013, 2016, 2019, and 2023 for obvious reasons. The other ones, excluding 2018 and 2022, are either going to be unlisted or uploaded as you can watch them. But our current plan is to have 2014, 2015, 2017, 2020 and 2021 unlisted. Because
they'll likely be unedited though. It'll likely just be us watching the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, the ones like the ones that watch. Which ones are getting edited?
2013, 2019, 2016, 2019, 2023.
Yeah. So obviously those will get edited, and they'll be in the reaction format we did last year. But yeah, it's quite fun. It's quite weird recording Christmas shit in September. But yeah, we're working on it. We're gonna get some good stuff done. I'm very prepared, and we'll get all the cool shit done. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of good stuff this year.
And I think it's now time for the award.
Yeah, underrated.
Dora.
Yep. It's Doreen's, not fucking Dora.
Me and her are tight. I call her Dora. She's fine with it.
Yeah, Doreen, she was great fun. I like the character. I would bring her into this show. She doesn't need to be a fucking like regular. She can just be a recurring character. But if she like just set up a market stall, we're winning. You know, we are absolutely winning. Or she works in laundrette. She doesn't need to be a big character. Just have her exist somewhere on the show, please.
Have her work the cafe. Go on.
Who needs slapping down?
You can cook the sausage. That's tough. The fandom for not
Chelsea.
The fandom for not liking Lola. Return.
Or any of the threads I've mentioned getting fucking angry about in this episode, which has been about 17 of them.
Also, Ash, if you want this edited, just do that. I'm also going to slap down the people who are not separating the character from the actress. I don't give a shit. I'm separating the character from the actress.
We're reviewing the show, not the opinions of the people.
Yeah, so I'm gonna slap you down.
On the show.
I'm gonna just slap down the people who don't see like that she's playing a character. You're getting slapped down as well. I'm not slapping down the events or anything. I'm just slapping down that. And
yeah, like you can have your own opinions on what she believes, but we are firmly reviewing it as EastEnders, not like
real life. So yeah, I'm slapping on two people. So yeah, that's two fandoms. So yeah.
And finally, who gets the Keanu Taylor Award of Excellence?
Jake Moon's
for the most wooden. The shiv made out of toothbrush. I know it's plastic, but someone's got to do it. And this week's me.
And I guess Jake Moon's beard for me.
What was Jake Moon's beard?
He had a beard on him.
And it's wooden.
Yeah, it's wooden. It's gorgeous.
Fair enough.
It's gorgeous. I had to get it in our award somehow.
It's all right. But yeah, all in all, that was a much longer podcast. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Usual shit. But all in all, thank you for watching. I believe we still have a member on the channel, and they go by the name Belinda Slater. So thank you for continuing to pledge to the channel and supporting us. If you do want to go ahead and do that, we have a little button next to the subscribe, like, and all that sort of shit. But yeah, solid stuff. Thanks for watching. Join us on the next podcast. See you then. Bye-bye.